Call this meeting to order. First on the agenda is roll call.
Alderman Knox.
Here.
Alderman Bray.
Here.
Alderman Skinner.
Here.
Alderman Soul.
Here.
Alderman Myers.
Here.
Alderman Lindberg.
Here.
There is a quorum.
Next item on the agenda is invocation, followed by Pledge of Allegiance, led by Alderman Skinner.
Father God, we thank you for this day. We thank you for business to do and people called to do it. We just pray your blessings on this time and decisions made. In Jesus' name.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next item up is the approval of the agenda.
No changes, Mayor.
Next item is proclamation. Seeing none, we'll move to public comment. For public comment, anyone wishing to speak, please come up to the podium, state your name for public record, and be sure to sign the sheet on the back.
Good evening, everyone.
Please limit your time to 3 minutes, please.
My apologies for cutting you off. Good evening again, everyone. And those who shut up, those who are actually watching the meeting. I don't have a well-written statement this time. I'm not going to read off my stack of papers that I have here because there's a lot highlighted, a lot circled. My conclusion to this is to ask that we hold a public briefing, meeting, decorum, whatever it is our city uses in that legal term wise, to have a discussion with a flock representative. I've spoken with Chief Turner, I've spoken with my alderman. I've come to the conclusion, as personally myself, I feel this committee, this board has been duped by a company itself that is private, selling stuff that we have no ordinance on them. We have no safety precautions against them. Their contract itself has a lot of things. Realistically, if anybody actually fully reads into it, you would have issues with quite a few things. So I think we all need, as a community, clarification and be able to ask a flock representative these exact questions, because I have a lot. So that's really all my public comment is today. I really feel like this needs to move forward. Obviously, the contract is already renewed. We can't do anything about it we can't do anything about it unless a data breach has been found. They are found in non-compliance with their part of the contract. We cannot break that. I accept that. However, we need regulations on this. It has been brought up in prior meetings, the possibility of getting a monthly audit on our policy. It has a 30-day retention cycle, so I realistically don't feel like it'd be too much to ask for an audit on those every 30 days. However, obviously you guys have to discuss and we have to continue this conversation. That is all I have to say this evening. Thank you.
My name is Emily Mays. Good evening, and I would like to respectfully request also that the council hold a public work session or community meeting to review the flock safety contract before moving forward if possible. I support efforts to improve public safety, but I also believe the public deserves a full discussion about the long-term implications of this system. I'd appreciate the opportunity for council members, city staff, a flock representative, and residents to review the contract together and ask questions in an open forum. Some major concerns I hope will be addressed include what information is collected and whether it can be used to track people's movements over time. How long is data retained and whether that retention period is appropriate? Who has access to the data, including other law enforcement agencies, and under what circumstances? Whether the data can be shared outside of our city or used for purposes beyond the original intent. What oversight, auditing, and accountability measures are in place to prevent misuse? What cybersecurity protections exist to safeguard the information? Whether there are clear policies governing searches, stops, and public reporting. The total financial commitment, including ongoing subscription and expansion costs, future upgrades, and termination provisions. Whether there is independent evidence demonstrating the system's effectiveness relative to its cost, and what protections exist for the privacy and civil liberties of residents who are not suspected of any crime. I believe these are reasonable requests that most members of our community have questions around and deserve public discussion before the city enters into or continues a long-term agreement. I also believe transparency builds trust regardless of where individuals ultimately stand on the issue. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Thank you.
Give her name.
Yes.
Emily May.
I'm just kind of part of what you said. My name's Rachel. I'm a constituent here in Green Valley, tax-paying homeowner.
What's your last name?
Pardon?
Rachel what?
Dickin Sheets.
What is it?
Dickin Sheets. Dickenseets. And I'm also here to have abundance of concern over the flock situation. I had no idea that that was even going in. I don't remember ever seeing anything about the town saying, hey, this is what we're considering. Yeah, I looked at the, whatever was the contract, part of somebody had screenshotted a piece of it. I don't know, but we as citizens, I don't know if we had a chance to discuss whether we wanted to be in a surveillance state here in Green Valley. I don't think that's too much to ask us what we think. One of the other commenters had mentioned that they're supposed to, I guess, scrub the information every 30 days, but there is no guarantee that they are doing that. Once this information is out there, once your biometric information's out there, once all the car information, everything is out there, you can't really rein it back in. We know that. If someone has it, if they've downloaded it, if they screen recorded it, who knows? There are flock cameras that are pointed at children's playgrounds. There's cameras that they're accessing in children's gymnastics classes. There's no reason for this to be able, I wish it wasn't even a thing, but we certainly need to get it out of Green Valley. I don't want the private, I think it's Peter Thiel that owns that. There is no reason for them to have access to any license plate readers. And I want to say that any license plate readers also, because we do have a lot of focus on flock, but that's kind of like Kleenex. Like, they're just tissues. That's the brand. Flock is the brand. There's Axon and there's other ones that are coming, like Denver took the citizens' remarks and, I don't know, canceled the contract or got out of it, and were able, so that they were deflocked. But then another company came in and did the same thing, maybe worse. So I would like to just get all of it out of there. And another note that I wrote on here is why the rush. They went and tried to get as many cameras and as many things in as many places in as many cities as quickly as they can. Why? Because they know that we're going to have pushback. They know that we don't want it. So they're trying to come in and do all this shit behind the scenes and try to pull us into all of this without knowing anything about it. We didn't know. I'm learning more information about this every day. And one of the things that they're either doing now, getting ready to do, is to put drones in those as well, so they can follow you around. And now that they're chasing you.
Motion for.
I'll move to give her an extension of a minute. We're not a busy night.
Thanks.
so
I wasn't looking.
Fine, you're fine. Procedural, you're good. Just keep going.
Okay. So
With the vote.
what?
Oh, I move. Anybody second?
Oh.
Sorry, Mayor.
Second, let her finish.
You have one more minute.
Okay. All right. another thing that I see a lot online is the public and private debate. Like, you have no expectation of privacy in public. That is for us to see each other. That was not in the Constitution to say you could film somebody 24/7 and be able to have that access all, you know, for especially a private company, but for anybody out there to be able to just have all of that. And their license plate readers are not only taking license plates, they're taking descriptions of the car, they're taking descriptions of who is in the car. They have technology that captures your electronic signature from phones, cell phones, anything Bluetooth, your dog's chip. They know who you're traveling with, where you're going, all of this. So they're basically building your digital twin. And I've heard the owner of them say that they are looking into seeing your patterns, and then they're going to start prosecuting what you might do, which is basically a thought crime. Are we in 1984 or what? That's it.
Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, next up on the agenda is the consent agenda.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we approve the consent agenda.
I have a motion to approve the consent
I'll
agenda.
second.
Second by Alderman Bray. Do you need a vote?
Discussion.
Discussion? Okay. Voice vote. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Next up is previous business and new business. Seeing none,
I have new business, Mr. Mayor.
okay. It's not on the agenda.
New business is when I bring up new business for us to discuss at a future meeting. No? I don't want to discuss it tonight. I just want to put it on the agenda for the next meeting.
During your comments, you could ask the board if they would like to have something put on.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, next up is presentations. We don't have it on. Nope. Okay, next up is public hearing. Seeing none, we'll move on to resolutions. For resolutions, the first resolution is R 26-33, a resolution by the Board of Aldermen of the City of Green Valley authorizing the city administrator to enter into an agreement with Vero LLC.
Where are we at?
Is this the one? This one? I think this might be last. Sorry.
Oh,
This one.
okay, sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
That was last
My apologies. Okay, the first resolution on the agenda is R 26-37, a resolution by the Board of Aldermen of the City of Green Valley authorizing the city administrator to enter into a contract with Volante LLC for Butterfly Trail Retention Basin sediment removal.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we approve resolution number R 26-37.
I have a motion,
Second.
second by Alderman Sol. Any discussion?
Mayor, members of the board, if you remember, we went through budget time last year. This was one of the items that we had proposed to have put in the budget for this year, but I'm sure all of you are very familiar with Butterfly Trail, Butterfly Pond area. And over time, the pond itself has been silted in, essentially, and made it to where it's very shallow, which also lends to the green growth that you see on top of that. So we did put out a request for proposals for that, and what you have before you is what we're proposing to go forward with is the best bid that we got from those. And this would be a project that we would be aiming to get completed this year.
Any other discussion? Questions? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Next item on the agenda is resolution 26-38. Resolution is a resolution by the Board of Aldermen for the City of Green Valley authorizing the city administrator to enter into an agreement with Vance Brothers, Inc. for alternative methods of asphalt paving.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we approve resolution number R 26-38.
Have a motion, need a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Skinner. Any discussion?
Mayor, members of the board, if you remember at the last meeting or last two meetings, we've approved the asphalt repaving and the concrete that has to do with our CIP projects for this year. This is the kind of the third piece of this, or of that, and this is for the roads that are just going to be sealed. So Vance Brothers is the company that has done that the last couple of years, are very experienced with that. So like I said, this would be the third and final piece of the kind of the road maintenance program for the year.
Any other questions, concerns? No. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Abstaining due to a conflict.
Okay. Next item on the agenda is a resolution by the Board of Aldermen of the City of Grand Valley, Missouri, authorizing the city administrator to enter into a 48-month lease agreement with Toshiba America Business Solutions, Inc. for copier and printer equipment.
Mr. Mayor, I move we approve resolution R 26-35.
Have a motion? Second, Alderman Lindberg. Any discussion?
Mayor, members of the board, our agreement with our current provider was up, so we went out for bid again on that. And at the end of that process, Toshiba America Business Solutions was the company that we wanted to move forward with. It would note it is actually a little bit cheaper than the current deal that we're under, so anytime that happens, that's a plus.
Any other questions, discussions? No. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Okay. Next item up on the agenda is ordinances.
This will be the second reading of Bill number B26-10. This is an ordinance approving the city administrator to enter into an option agreement with IPP Truman LLC for pipeline easement, right-of-way, and temporary construction easement.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we accept the second reading of bill number B 26-10 and approve it as ordinance number 2491.
I have a first. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Knox. Any discussion? Nope. No discussion. All in favor, please say aye.
So this one will be a roll call. Alderman Bray,
Yes.
Alderman Knox,
Yes.
Alderman Lindberg,
Yes.
Alderman Myers,
Yes.
Alderman Soul,
Yes.
Alderman Skinner.
Yes.
This passes 6-0.
Okay. Next item up on the agenda is the city attorney report.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, members of the board. Good to see you all again. It's been a little bit since I've had the privilege to sit in the chair. As you know, after the last meeting, Nick Purifoy, who had been covering our meetings, he had resigned and has moved on to a different firm. We're going to have a little bit longer transition for you all. The attorney that I would like to assign to the city will be going on maternity leave in September. Late September, early October. And so I'm going to be introducing to you Lorna Allenbaugh, who she and I are going to split meetings for you for a little while. So I'll be covering your first meetings of the month. Lorna will be covering your second meetings of the month. And then when she comes back from maternity leave at the end of the year or beginning of next year, then she will start taking over regular coverage. But in the meantime, we'll be doing that. And then additionally, I would like to introduce Scott Turner. Scott is an attorney that just joined our firm a week ago today. He will be working in our litigation department. We'll also be doing some meeting coverages, so you may see Scott from time to time, and he's basically Nick's replacement. So we're keeping things going for you, and if you have any questions, always feel free to ask. Thanks.
Welcome back. Next item up on the agenda is the city administrator and staff reports.
Yeah, don't have a lot. If you got here kind of early, you probably heard some noise. The roof replacement was going on today, so we've done a little redecorating with the lights in the ceiling too. Just trying some different angles there. That happened to come out, but so yeah, that process is going. Hopefully we'll get that done and have the building sealed up again. And the only other thing, wanted to wish a belated happy birthday to Mayor Headley yesterday.
Thanks. Next up on the agenda is Board of Aldermen reports and comments. Alderman Bray.
I want to introduce a policy and oversight package that I've developed regarding the use of flock. With growing concern and uncertainty nationwide, not to mention here in Green Valley, I believe the responsible step is to disable temporarily the cameras while we review our safeguards. I'm not suggesting any misuse has occurred in Green Valley. I'm just asking that we verify the protections that we expect are actually in place before continuing the collection. Our residents deserve that flock is effective and access to data is controlled and legitimate and accountable, and I'm asking that we pause operation of the cameras temporarily until we can publicly review that. I'm gonna hand out the package I put together. You guys can read over that whenever have your free time, and hopefully get this on the agenda for the next meeting. I'm gonna pass one down to Chief Turner too, because it includes information about the audit stuff that I've been asking for.
No staplers?
It was a long day, man. I apologize. Where am I at down here? Two more?
Need one more.
And then, I don't know, just legal one.
Did you get yours?
Is that all you have, Alderman Bray?
I did have a question for Shannon. On the pond issue, have we looked into doing anything a little bit upstream, to maybe a silt trap of some sort to slow that down?
Well, I think a lot of the silt that infiltrated that basin was when Valley Hills was being developed upstream. So over time, we had a lot of basements and ground being moved and sitting there and so forth. So since that time, it's been developed out. So we really don't see the sediment coming in now like we did initially.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then the only thing on the flock, I don't know if we want to move tonight to disable those cameras, if we can do that, or if that needs to go on the next agenda, but I think that's definitely something we need to be thinking about here.
Next up, Alderman Knox.
I had a question pending. Is that something we can do tonight, or is there a reason that we can't temporarily disable those cameras, or at least disable access to them?
Would it be a contractual issue?
I don't think there's anything in the contract that says we have to turn them on. We just have to have them there. We still pay the bill.
Well, I think we need to discuss it further as a board before we just turn them off.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Next item on the agenda, or, I'm sorry. Next in line is Alderman Knox.
Where are we on our sign ordinance? That should have been in front of us a long time ago.
Well, it's never actually gone through planning and zoning completely. It has had a few public hearings and efforts there, but there's never actually been a recommendation to move it forward. So that's something that we're circling back on again to try to figure out how to get that to move forward.
Okay, that's all I had.
Okay. Alderman Lindbergh.
Nothing at this time.
Alderman Myers.
Nothing tonight, thank you.
Alderman Skinner.
Nothing tonight.
Alderman Soul.
The only thing I have is I was contacted by one of my people down south, and they off of the 800 block of Ridgeview. There's some parking complaints about people parking vehicles that are exceeding 10,000 pounds in total weight, and then possibly wanting to modify a parking code of some type to prevent further issues with traffic and safety on people parking too close to driveways.
You said 800 Ridgeview? Or
800 block.
Okay.
Is that all you have?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Next up is the mayor's report. I have one item that was brought to me. Want to throw it out to the board. It was a request from CPKC, and we'd have to coordinate, obviously, with Chief and Public Works probably. So CPKC came to us and asked if we would be interested in allowing them to hold a concert on the railroad that would be a nationally known named band. They would open up a boxcar, the band would play, they would give a check to a local food bank during or it would be the day after Thanksgiving. And then offered a couple ideas for collecting food for charity and that sort of thing for the food bank. The downside is, ironically, they're wanting to promote PR. This is going to then move on to Union Station, and they're gonna do a concert down there that day, but they wanted to offer it up to us. And I said, the irony about this is you're blocking the road that, everyone complains about. So, just wanted to run it by the board, get your thoughts on it, and then from there we can move forward with whatever.
Did they give a date?
The day after Thanksgiving. Yeah.
What is that? That's a Friday.
27th.
Black Friday.
All right,
Yeah.
so it's not first Friday, so that doesn't work.
And obviously it's because it's a holiday, any staff that's not already scheduled that worked would have to give overtime for that as well.
Pay for this time?
At this point, no. They're gonna donate money to the food bank, but
Maybe Oak Grove needs a concert.
I feel like Black Friday is a pretty aggressive day anyway. I don't know that we want to add to that aggression.
Yeah, you delay somebody trying to get the coals? Watch out.
The evening, they're already done by then.
My goodness. Chief, you're gonna be busy.
My mic is not standing up.
We'll block the Amazon
Mic
trucks.
is not standing up. I have a question. Did you say that it was on the railroad tracks?
they're gonna stop the train. It's a short train. It'll leave the other two entrances open or the crossings open. It'll just be right here on Main Street. They open the doors, concert can be heard from both sides. I'm just telling you what I've been told.
Would the permission come first from the railroad company as opposed to the city?
Well, they're asking.
Oh, the
It's
railroad.
them.
Okay.
It's like their holiday train thing or something, and they're ending at Union Station essentially.
Okay, I
for a
didn't
bigger
understand that,
concert, yeah.
so.
They talk to fire and they talk to law enforcement, but not to, get blessings per se, but to make sure that, one, it's even doable before they came to me. And then I told them I'd have to talk with the board and go from there.
What was the time on that?
It sounds a lot better than a plane train that just sits there for 22
Right.
minutes.
Right. The time is roughly 2 in the afternoon for about an hour.
So basically the same as what we already have, but with music.
You could say it that
And
way.
guaranteed the other two are open.
Does the band travel in it and they just kind of open the doors up?
I don't know. I didn't ask that.
You said it was a well-known band. That kind of-
Well, they wouldn't say who it was, but they told me last year it was Smash Mouth. So, a 90s band maybe, but
Watch out.
This is really gonna get rowdy.
yeah.
They get Ella Langley, I'll vote for it.
This is in Texas.
So, I mean, does,
Well, she does have a really good Dandelion song.
He does. He does.
It is our city flower.
It is our city flower now.
That's good.
what, do all of you have an interest in it, or should we pursue
be
it
great, I
further,
guess.
or
Can we try to get them to cover overtime?
I can ask?
I mean, that could be a pretty large expense.
Yeah.
They could write a donation check to the city. I mean, if they're doing it, might as well.
Okay, I'll check to see if they have overtime, and I'll give you guys an update on what I find out.
We can volunteer our time as well, right?
Are they hopscotch?
Yeah, I mean, so a lot of it, is, like the public works side is actually
Just
shutting off.
offering us, and then
that.
Okay.
going on into
Right.
Union
Yeah,
Station.
and then crowd stuff for,
That's a holiday for us, right?
Please,
Yeah.
The city
please
is-
patrol.
yeah.
So they feel
That's
guilty about blocking
understandable.
tracks all the time, so they're giving us a concert.
So they're giving us a concert. Yeah. So, okay. Beyond that, that's all I had. The next item on the agenda is potential need for a closed session.
Yeah, it was me, one, for legal.
So need a roll call vote for closed
So
session.
motion?
Need a motion,
So moved.
a second.
Second?
And then roll call is Alderman Sol,
Yes.
Alderman Myers,
Yes.
Alderman Lindberg,
Yes.
Alderman Skinner,
Yes.
Alderman Bray,
Yes.
Alderman Knox.
Yeah.